Oops. All right. What happened to your microphone? What happened to your? There we go. Okay. In three, two, one. All right. So we're here today. My name is Brett Milletta. I'm here today with.
My name is Michael Nye, 30
All
years
right.
old,
And yeah,
baby on
keep
the
going.
way. Baby on the
Right.
way,
Hey, Mike,
looking for some extra income.
just put those headphones in so I could.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't echo. Excellent. So okay, go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry. Go ahead. So, tell your story a little bit. Tell
All
about how
right.
we met and.
Yeah. So, not too crazy of a story. I'm a server right now over at BJ's Brew House over in, Pinellas Park, Florida. I've been doing serving for about 5 years. Went to school, USF, graduated with my bachelor's in business. Don't really know the market I should be in. Everything that I saw kind of like, offered me a position, but didn't pay enough to pay my bills. So I'm just kind of looking for another avenue, work for myself a little bit, generate some passive income somehow, some way. Exploring different avenues and trying to get the most out of what I can do with my life is ultimately what I'm trying to do.
That's it. So Mike and I met. He's a server in a bar that I like to go to after a long day. And Mike and I met. And when I first met Mike, I started calling him Moneymaker Mike.
Right.
And I have him in my phone as Moneymaker Mike because I saw a guy with a lot of ambition, but no real direction. Well, not necessarily no direction. He had a lot of ideas. He had some businesses that he wanted to invest in, and he had some people that wanted to take him on his way. And somehow each one he picked up knowledge, but unfortunately, the deal kind of fell through at the end for some of them. And now Mike's doing some real estate. And when he spoke to me about real estate, I said to him, "Have you ever thought about online real estate?" And Mike said to me, "What do you mean by that?" And I started explaining to him about the Google 3 pack. And he says, "Wow, tell me more." So I gave him some videos to watch, and he started watching some videos. And he would come to me at the bar and ask me questions that were totally out of left field regarding the Google 3 pack. And I said, "Let's get on a Skype call," right?
That's right.
I said, "Let's get on a Skype call and let's try to explain this to you." And then I asked you today if I could record this call because I'm sure this will help other people. Right? Is that about accurate?
That's a
All
way
right.
better example than I led to believe. Absolutely.
No. Okay. All right. Okay. So over the next 15 or 20 minutes, I am just going to explain what the Google 3 pack is and how to make a business out of it. So, Mike, I know that you've been doing some research and had you do research. I want you to kind of just forget about that and kind of just listen to what I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
All right. So, when somebody does a Google search, for example, here's one that I did this morning: bail bonds. Okay.
Okay.
If you put in the word bail bonds, underneath the map comes what's called the Google 3 pack. So we're here in Pinellas County. Google finds the bail bondsman's closest to where I'm searching from. So it picks up what's called my IP address where I'm searching from, and it says that Google knows I'm in Pinellas Park right now, and it shows me the closest people to me with who Google feels would be the best match for my search.
Right.
All right. These top three come up: Borderland, One Stop, and Affordable Bail Bonds. Now, if I click more places, I'm going to see the rest of the bail bonds that come up. And there are 20 on each page. So if we go to the second page, there's approximately 28 to 30 bail bonds, bail bondsmen in this area.
It's quite the
So
list.
if I was, yeah. So if I was to take on this area, I would open up another Google search and I would do this. I would go to Google and I would type in population in Pinellas In Pinellas Park. I always spell it wrong. I'm new here. So I want to find out the population. Okay, so good. The population is 52,000. My sweet spot is anywhere between 40,000 and 200,000. Now, why am I saying population and why? These two factors are very important because when you're picking a keyword and you're picking a city, you want to make sure, for example, where I'm from, Manhattan, New York City, I'd never be able to rank in New York City for bail bondsman. Okay. Why is that, Mike?
I'm assuming because the market can be a little bit saturated sometimes, so they already have people with...
Correct.
Yeah.
Because in New York City, there's 5 million people, and if I was to click bail bondsman, this number wouldn't go to 2, it would go to 20. And there's 20 on each page, so there's approximately 400 bail bondsmen in a small area. So if I wanted to break into that area for 24-hour plumbing, plastic surgeon, DUI lawyer, bail bondsman, any kind of emergency service, tow truck driving, tow trucks, right? Any kind of emergency service. Those are the best 3-packs to get into.
Okay.
Emergency services. So for this example, we're just using bail bondsman, and we're using it for Pinellas Park.
Sounds good.
So I found the population that's good. It's between 52 and it's between 40 and 200,000. Then I went over to the keyword. There's not a lot of bail bondsmen. I could rank in this keyword in one day.
Wow.
Probably.
Okay.
Right?
I want to see how you do it.
Okay. Well, I'm not actually going to do it today, but I'm going to show you how to do it because there's a step process. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to Google. Google.com/business.
Okay.
And when you go to google.com and see, I'm already logged into
Right.
You're going to come into this page, and this is the Google My Business page. Since I already have an account, I'm going to sign into my account, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay. So these are some of the other accounts that I manage, sort of roll in my management. You'll notice that they're verified.
Okay.
All right. So we come to the Google My Business, and this is an account that's already verified. Now, what you would need to do is very, very simple. Let's just say, are you turned on by the industry bail bonds, or do you have something else that you're more turned on by?
Bail
Does it
bonds.
matter? I mean,
yeah, it doesn't really matter.
It's as good as any one. The only thing that I'm going to say is that, like, if you pick an industry, I'm not saying that you have to stay to it, but you should probably stay with one industry.
Okay.
And just take the same model, because you'll get real good at bail bonds, for example, if you do them in Florida or if you do them in California or Arizona. You don't have to be there.
Okay.
Right? So whatever your industry is, and you'll decide what it's going to be. I use bail bonds for one of my friends that I showed this morning. He came up with bail bonds. So that's why it was on my mind, but you could use anything else. Okay. So anyway, when you go to google.com/business, what you're going to do is it's going to say, would you like to sign up for a new GMB account, a new Google My Business account? You click yes, you fill out the form, and then at the end it says, we're going to verify this address. We're going to send you a postcard. You'll get the postcard in about 2 weeks, usually about 10 days. When the postcard gets mailed to you, there's a 5-digit code. There's a code on it. I forget how many numbers. There's a code on it. Okay. You'll take that code. You'll go back to google.com/business, and you'll put the code in to verify. What Google is doing is verifying that that's a real address.
Right.
So for right now, you could use your home address.
Okay.
You could use your home address, and the only thing that I'm going to say is, whatever the name of your business that you're going to make, get one of those little lawn signs from a sign maker and put it on your lawn and take a picture of it.
Okay.
Because it's going to show Google. Google's okay with people with you doing business out of your house.
Okay.
But it has to show that it's a business.
Gotcha.
All right. So one of the pictures that you're going to upload, or a couple of the pictures that you're going to upload to photos right here in your GMB, is you're going to upload a picture of that sign.
Okay.
Saying Pinellas Park bail bonds, for example. Okay. That's the name of your business. Okay.
Sorry, I'm just taking some notes real quick.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, I'm going to create a video out of this so you can check it out later on. So, for example, you'll notice that in my GMB, I took a picture of my office, and here's everybody who's in my office, and here's me.
Wow.
Mine saw, right?
Right.
So I took a picture of my office, took some corny pictures of me on the phone, and then I took a picture of my sign to show that I'm a real business. These Google My Businesses are being picked up by people like ourselves that are creating businesses just to create leads to send to other people. Google doesn't want that.
Right.
So you have to show Google that you're a real business. One of the ways of showing Google you're a real business is having a lawn sign or having some type of signage to say that that's your business name.
Okay.
Okay. When you sign up for Google, you want to do what's called an EMD, exact match domain.
Okay.
So how do you rank in the Google 3-pack in 24 to 48 hours? Well, I'm going to take a look at some of these people ranking in the top 3. Borderland bail bonds. Okay. First stop, affordable. Well, those are some great names if you were in the phone book. Amigo bail bonds. I guess they're going after the Spanish population. Easy bail bonds. Okay.
Right.
I'm telling you, if you called your GMB, so for example, when you went to google.com/business and they asked for the name of your business, you put it in as Pinellas Park bail bonds.
Okay.
If that was your name, you would rank first.
Wow.
Okay?
Okay.
Once you get your Google, well, actually, before you're even verified, you could go to this spot and you could start filling out all your information. I don't have to. Well, okay. So you could take pictures, right? You could grab some pictures off the internet also and put them on your photos. The thing with that is there's code behind the pictures, and Google knows that code. So I would go over to a website called Fiverr.
Okay.
And I would take pictures, sign up with an account through Fiverr, and I would have somebody geotag.
Okay.
Geotag and alter the pictures. So you need somebody to Photoshop and geotag the pictures. This way that Google doesn't recognize those pictures. And the geotag is a code saying that these pictures were taken in Pinellas Park. So to have a longitude and latitude, that's all that means. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does actually.
It's in the code.
I guess what my other question is I assume that these pictures have to match up with the address that I gave to them in the first place?
No, not necessarily.
So,
but wait. Here's the thing. Yeah. Okay. I see. I made a mistake here. Yes. By geotagging the pictures, it's showing Google that that's where the pictures were taken.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. That's where they're from. Yes.
So there would have something would stop me if I wanted to go take a picture of down the street of a business. Then what would be stopping me from doing that? I guess is my question.
Well, you could do that, but if you take it on your cell phone, see, a lot of criminals have been caught by pictures because the pictures on their phone, there's a geotag on your pictures. There's a code on each picture and shows, and you could see where that picture was taken.
Okay.
So what these people do is they erase that code and they put a new geotag and make that the picture was taken at that location at 1010 Main Street, whatever address you're using.
Okay.
So you want them to geotag the picture and you want them to Photoshop the picture. So there's a website called Canva, Canva.
Canva.
I believe it's called. Yeah, Canva. You could do it yourself.
Okay.
but you want people to, there you go, Canva. Okay. You want people to alter the picture a little bit. So to put like a blue screen over it, maybe put your logo, Pinellas Park bail bonds, like in the right-hand corner. Right. You could get somebody on Fiverr to Photoshop your picture and just tell them what you need done. So, okay. So where do you get pictures from? I'll show you. And this is something, Mike, that took a really long time that people, every time I show somebody it, they're like, shit, man, that makes sense. So you want to use pictures in your GMB, right? Mm-hmm. Here's your GMB. You want to use pictures in your GMB that Google already recognizes.
Okay.
So for bail bonds, how would you know what pictures they recognize as bail bonds already? How would you know?
I'm not sure.
Okay, good. So you type in the word bail bonds and you go to images. And these are all the pictures that should be in your GMB.
Okay.
So you go take these pictures, you put your logo right here, you change it around a little bit, and you have a geotag for your location, which is 1010 Main Street, let's just say.
Okay.
Okay? So these are the pictures that you should use. Right. These are the pictures. Take all these pictures, send them over to Fiverr, have somebody Photoshop them, just put a blue tint over them, or make a little, put your logo, which is Pinella, just let them know, do a simple logo, Pinellas Park bail bonds, and put it right here in the corner, and just change the picture around a little bit.
Okay.
See this place? I worked right across the street. That's in Manhattan.
Wow.
See this tavern right here? That's called the Whiskey Tavern.
Yeah.
I drank there almost every night after work.
All right.
I worked right across the street. This is in Manhattan.
This
is in Manhattan. That's right across from Center Street. Yeah.
We're gonna have to go back there and grab some whiskey.
No, I never want. That's right in Chinatown. I never want to go back there.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Okay, so Mike, you take these pictures. This is what you're gonna use for your GMB for your pictures, and also if you want to use them on your website, you could do that.
Okay.
But make sure the pictures are photoshopped and make sure they're geotagged and they strip all the code behind them.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
So that's what you use. Okay. So now you set up your GMB, and we could go through all of these different types of services, right? Now, another thing that Google does is they allow you to make a website. So if you create GMB is if you create a GMB right here, if you just click website, get started, it's going to create your website for you.
All right. So this is something similar to like Weebly or WordPress?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, it's a free version, right? But it uses all the pictures that you put and all the text that you put in your GMB.
Awesome.
And there's your website. And it has your reviews. These are all the people that reviewed you.
Okay.
It has your location.
All right.
You can use this. Has your hours.
That's perfect.
How easy was that?
Super easy. Wow.
Right? So
that's incredible.
you could use this as your domain name, or it gave you a thing to buy. Like you could buy this domain name, or you could buy another domain name. If you were doing Pinellas Park bail bonds, which domain name would you get?
Pinellas Park bail bonds.
There you go. So you would click this little thing right here, and you would change your domain name.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
So you could also choose this. So the address is business-site. So you don't even have to buy one. Look, watch this. You take this out, and you just type in Pinellas Park.
It's Pinellas.
Oh yeah, I always spell it wrong.
Oh, I think you spelled it right actually. Yep.
Oh, did I? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So you know what? Just in the beginning, just use this, and then you change it, and then boom, that's your domain name.
Wow.
Pinellas Park business.site.
Okay.
.business.site. So it's an exact match. See, that's the exact match.
Okay.
And then you have your GMB, which is the exact match, right? This
Right.
is what your GMB is going to be called this. And then when they go to your website, it's going to say Pinellas Park,
Bail bonds.
Pinellas Park bail bonds,
And it's going to take you right to that our domain.
right to your domain name.
Beautiful.
Correct. Now, another thing you need to do is you need to set up a Twitter account.
Okay.
Because Google wants to see that this is a real account. So set up a Twitter and use the same phone number to verify your Twitter that you use to verify your. Sometimes Google has you verify the GMB, but
Okay.
you need a phone number for that. So use your cell phone or whatever. Use a phone for that. You need a phone for that to verify it.
Okay.
All right, but get a Twitter account. And I would today, Mike, like pick your industry, get your pictures, go to Fiverr, have them geotagged, have them photoshopped, fill out all this other information like in the info
Okay.
right here.
Okay.
Okay, now I should have told you something. Filling out info is very, very important. Filling out info is very, very important. So these are your categories. Which category would you pick for bail bonds?
Can we go back so I can see the categories?
Well, this is the category for website design. Right?
I would probably use.
Wait, no, you're not going to use those. Those are only for website. Those are the categories for website design.
Gotcha.
These are the categories underneath here. See, it says bail bond service.
Yeah.
That's your category that you should use.
Okay.
So when they ask you when you're filling out your GMB to fill out your categories, you fill
Bail bond
out
service.
bail bond service. Or if you go to give me another one that we were talking about, your tow trucks.
Yeah, tow trucks.
Right? So towing service.
Towing
But if
service.
you go to more, right, if you go to more services, you'll notice that somebody else may have something else besides towing services. They do in for example, DUI lawyer.
Right.
So some people will have personal injury lawyer, criminal defense lawyer. So you want to add those as secondary services.
Okay, so you just want to be specific, I guess, on what you type into that category.
Yes, you want to make sure you use the proper category, because if you don't put in the right category, like for example, watch this, DUI lawyer.
It's going to come up in different services. So we have criminal justice.
Right. So this is right. You see?
Yep.
So you want to take the most popular one, which is criminal justice attorney.
Right.
But then you also want to take secondary, which is attorney.
Okay, so because we're trying to hit 1, 2, 3, or 4 on the box.
Right. We want to try to be found in different. See, this one's personal injury. So when you do set up your GMB, first see what's most popular, the people who are ranking on top, what are they ranking for, what category, and then see other people that are ranking, and then use those categories also.
Okay.
Make sense?
Makes sense.
Okay. The other thing you want to do is you want to use those keywords on your page.
Okay.
So when you're setting up your page, like for example, in your info, on your posts, when you create a post, you want to use a popular image like I did right there, right?
Right.
And you want to use some of those keywords in here.
Okay.
In the post.
And the post should be between about 200 to 500 words, correct?
Yeah. That's right.
Okay.
All right, and use those keywords on your post. And the more posts that you create, when you create that website, it pulls from all these posts. That's where you're getting your content for your website.
Gotcha.
It pulls from there.
Okay.
All right. So what I want you to do today is I want you to think about what category, what business you want to service. Where do you want to send your leads?
Okay.
Have you thought about that at all?
You know, I did give it some thought. I'm trying to wrestle with what can generate the most business for myself at a good paying price. So the one thing I first started looking at was probably what kind of leads can I generate that's going to cost the most, for me anyways. So I saw some things, and I think, what is it, lawyers, DUI lawyers pay out between $200 or $150 to $200 per reference. So I'm just trying to battle with which one would be the right fitting for me. So.
Okay. Also realize that DUI lawyers have the most competition. Like that's a heavy competitive
right.
thing.
That'd be a saturated market, which is another thing I was thinking about. So, I mean, other than that, like I said, I didn't really put too much thought about it, but probably somewhere I want to stick around gyms maybe, just for my first go around, hit the gym industry a little bit, see if I can generate some leads for them.
Okay.
But yes, I'll have to do give that some more thought.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you think that people, I mean, we both go to the gym. I don't know. When I was new to this area, I did Google to see what gyms were in my area.
Right.
And Florida is a transient type place where people don't know the area. I guess they would Google to see gyms near me, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So what I was thinking was lead generation, business ideas. I just wrote a couple things down here. Number one of them, I really want to hit travel. People are traveling right now. I think that's a really good field to go into. Maybe kind of hit like a travel service. I'm not sure. Gym and wellness is what I have written down so far. Those are my main three at the moment.
I like emergency services. Like, I don't like, as much as I love the gym, I don't like it as an idea.
Okay.
Because it's not an emergency. Like if you get stuck on the corner of a road, you need a tow truck.
Right.
And there's no playing around.
Right.
You get arrested for DUI, there's no playing around. You need a bail bonds, there's no playing around. Your roof is leaking. You need a roofer because we just got this storm Dorian.
Okay.
There's no playing around. You got to get somebody really quick.
Or like a window company, I guess.
Or a window company, right? Replacement windows, like stuff like that. Emergency services. I would think more towards that. Gyms are like a leisure. That's just if you have extra money.
Right.
It's not an emergency.
True.
I'm not saying it's not a bad idea to help you. I know you said you had a friend in the gym industry. It's not a bad idea to get your feet started and to do something like that. But if you're going to do something for yourself, I would do tow trucks. I would do something real easy. I would do tow trucks or bail bonds.
Okay.
I would. It's real easy. First of all, you saw bail bonds had no competition. And if you get an exact match, like let's do this.
Okay.
Let's do this. Tampa bail bonds. What's the population in Tampa?
Let's see. I'm gonna guess around 1 million people.
I'm gonna say less, but go ahead.
That's what I was gonna say. Probably around 900,000, I assume.
What is it?
Oh, you made me look it up.
Yeah, look it up.
I don't
Just
have
the population in Tampa.
All right, hang on. Let's see. Google.
I got to get used to doing it.
Oops.
Look at my screen. Why is this person number one?
Let me see here. Let me go back to my Skype account. So just on the off chance, so there's about 400,000 people residing in Tampa alone.
There you go. 400,000?
400,000.
Okay. Okay, so it's 400,000 and how many? Okay. How many pages here? Let me see. Okay, there's only 4. There's only 4 pages. A little harder to do. A little harder to do.
Right.
But it's very easy to sell. You have a lot of people to sell to. Because you could get in touch with Trinity and you could tell them, look, I'm number one. Do you want my leads?
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Why is this person number one? Tampa bail bonds.
Why is he number one?
Yeah.
Because it's probably doing the same thing we're doing.
Correct. He did an exact match.
Right.
So if you wanted to get a GMB, that GMB is already taken. What would you call your company?
I would call them Tampa Bay Bail Bonds, or Tampa Bail Bonds.
Yeah. Yeah, not the Tampa Bay bail bonds.
Tampa Bay bail bonds. Yeah.
That's it. Tampa Bay bail bonds. Now, watch this. Their website. Okay, they did the right thing. Their website and their GMB has to be exactly the same. So you can't call your GMB Tampa Bail Bonds if the name of your company is Bill's Bail Bonds. So that's what people. Well, that's what everybody does. So, for example, Ruben and Steve Brizzardi Bail Bonds, right? If you go to their website, it's Brizzardi Bail Bonds. So you could go over and you could adjust. You could have this adjusted that that's not the name of their company.
Okay.
You want to see how to do it?
I would love to.
Okay. So you click it. You click their name. You click their name. You suggest an edit. Change the name. And bye, Ruben and Steve.
Wow.
And you send it over to Google. We brought to change the name.
Hey, can you still see me, Brett? I feel like my screen has.
Yeah, you froze.
Yeah, I froze it up. Okay.
Okay. You should take that. You should take that picture and put it on a baseball card. You look like you just coming. You're just getting ready to come up the bat. All right. So yeah. So that's what people do. They call their GMB one thing, and then their website is something else, and Google doesn't want that. So it has to be exact match. So when you do that business.site for Google, you have to call it Tampa Bay Bail Bonds.
Right.
And then your Twitter account should be the same thing.
Okay. So
and I don't know if you could rank in 48 hours because there's a population of 400,000 and there's 4 pages of them. But it may not be a good example for your first. It may not be good for your first site. To do Tampa Bay bail bonds because it's kind of competitive.
Yeah, what we want to see between what you said, 40,000 to 200,000, correct?
Right. But listen, on your second one, I'd be lining this one up second or third. I'd be lining this one up.
Okay.
Because you have so many people to sell it to.
Right.
Just go over to Paul Ortelli. Say, hey, Paul, I can't handle all these bail bonds. Can you want some for a couple of days?
Absolutely.
Want some leads?
Yeah.
He'll go, what is he going to say? No? Send them over some. Say, okay, look, I'm ranking third or fourth. Right. Say, listen, I'm ranking third or fourth. I'm ranking second in this or first. Do you want my leads? And if he says yes, great. Send them to him. If he doesn't, give him to Trinity.
I'll give him to Trinity.
Or send him to Lee. Lee Bail Bonds is always looking for somebody. So, okay. So did this help you a little bit more? Are you a little bit more clear? Because yesterday we had a conversation and I was feeling mental.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was going off in a different route, but this way does seem, for my area, to start off perfectly. Like you explained that very well. I appreciate all your help.
Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure. So yeah, I would probably start off with Pinellas Park bail bonds or tree service or whatever you feel, whatever you feel comfortable with. But use an emergency service, 24-hour plumber, whatever you want to do. Just use the formula, plug in the industry. Get the GMB and sell the leads, kid. I want to see at least 5 of them by December.
5 websites by December.
5 by December, at least.
That's the goal.
It's easy. You can do it.
Oh, all day, especially with your help, man. You've been awesome. I appreciate everything.
Anything I can do to help you. You working tonight?
Yeah. I'll be working around 4:30.
I don't know if I should go there. I feel like I'm playing my face out there. Is my face bad there?
I mean, you have a good-looking face, so it's hard to say no.
Really?
Yeah. People like seeing you.
Do they like me seeing me, or are they like, oh, that shithead again?
Oh, no. Every time I see him, everybody's like, who's that guy you're talking to? Everybody's always very curious, Yeah.
Really?
Good friend of mine, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I just don't want to be in a place, I sit in my apartment all day and I do my work, and it's really the only time I get out to see anybody is when I come there. But I don't want to be a nuisance, I kind of try to lay low.
Yeah.
But just by sitting there, people see my face and they're like, that guy?
Yeah, but you don't cause any trouble. You're a good guy. People like you, so it's different.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. I'm an introvert, so I always worry about that.
Okay. See, I'm very much extroverted.
So if you're at a bar and somebody's like laughing really, really loud, does that get on your nerves?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Oh, okay, yeah, me too.
Yeah, yeah.
Me too.
I'm
I
like,
hate that.
unless I'm in on it, it's a little weird. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I have an
100%.
indoor voice. You know what I
Right.
mean? I have an indoor voice. I'm like, when I'm in my apartment, that's one voice. But when I go out to eat, I'm not sitting at my kitchen table with my family,
Right. Exactly. I'm very
screaming on top of my head.
right. I have a very like soft-spoken voice, as do you.
Yes, yes, yes. Soft
Yeah.
and to the point.
That's right.
All right, Big Mike. Let me know when you get your first one set up, man, because you need reviews. You got to start getting those servers to give you reviews.
Okay, and just kind of to
But
go over.
don't get more than 2 or 3 a week.
Yeah, absolutely. So here's kind of where I'm questioning as well. So while I have you here, can you see my screen
Yeah.
still or no?
Let me see. No, I can't see it. Oh, wait. No. Oh, yeah. I can see you.
Okay, you can see
I can't
me.
see your screen. So stop sharing. Let me stop sharing, and then I'll see if I can see you. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Let me see you.
All right, can you not see me?
Oh, no, you're frozen, Mike.
I'm still frozen, huh?
Yeah. Okay, so what were you going to tell me?
Okay, well, I'm going into my business here, and I typed in,
Right.
Google My Business, and it just the first step says type the name of your business. So, do I have to add
Okay.
my business to Google? I assume.
Yeah.
Okay, and then that's how it's
So
gonna
you
get
put
me
in,
started.
yeah, and that's how it gets started, and just follow the rest. And
Okay.
there's a lot of videos on how to do a Google My Business the first time and stuff.
Yeah, but
We
don't I
don't
have
have to
to?
waste.
Don't I have to set up like a profile first in order to do this?
Set up a profile.
Yeah. Do I just like am I targeting the let's say tow truck or emergency tow truck company? Is that going to be the name of the business, and then I go from there?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an exact match.
Okay.
So do
Perfect.
your research first. Make sure that you got to add the city name and the service.
Okay. Perfect.
Right. We already did Pinellas Park. Somebody's going to watch this video and do Pinellas Park bail bond. So if I were you, I'd do it.
Yeah.
Because somebody
Absolutely.
else is going to do it. It's a perfect first. It's a perfect first project. Even if you don't decide to do bail bonds, it's a perfect first project.
I think Bell Bones is a good start. I'm going to definitely give it a
Good
go before
start.
something
Just
else
see.
gets it.
Yeah.
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 Cool,
Today's
man.
what? Tuesday or Wednesday? What day is it today? Monday.
Today is Tuesday.
Monday.
Monday.
No, Monday. Today's Labor Day.
Labor Day. That's right.
You should
Yeah.
be ranking. You should be ranking that shit by Friday.
Sounds good. I'm going to get it ranked by Friday.
All right, bang it out.
All right, brother.
All right, Big Mike. See
All
you
right.
tonight.
Thanks. All right. Thanks, man. Thanks for the call.
My pleasure.
Sounds good. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.
Bye.